Welcome to Tasmania, island just south of Australia. We're at Hobart International Airport and I need to ask air traffic control if it's okay for me to take off, which is why I've just pressed the wrong key to do that. Let's try that again. Oh, goodness me. Right, I can't believe I've lost a load of viewers because of that. I'm really hacked off. I'm also hacked off about the fact I can't click away to see how many viewers I've got without losing the sound. That's really frustrating, but hey. Anyway, I think we're okay now. It's Sunday. The UK is frankly a bit crap at the moment. Welcome to Tasmania. We're in Tasmania, near Australia. We're taking off from Hobart International Airport in my little Jenny trike. Let's ask air traffic control for permission to take off. I'm going to request... I don't want to request taxi, I want to request taking off. In that case, I'm going to assume I've got permission to take off. And if I haven't... oh no. Here we go! There's the airport terminal there. Got a bit of scenery, a few trees, few cars. And up, and away! Yippee! Up we go. Right, sort my altimeter out, because otherwise we'll just crash. We're going to do that anyway. Here we go. Look, there's some planes on the ground down there. This is Hobart International Airport, so I imagine a few people will be coming in from other places. Awesome! Welcome to you! Had a bit of trouble, I'm sorry we're late. YouTube just refused to go live, which is absolutely infuriating, but here we are, and we can all relax. At last. Got some extra runways over there. It looks like there's an old runway down there as well, look. Bit of water here. Awesome. I don't know which way we're flying. I don't know where I'm going. Just decided to take off. I will ask air traffic control to follow me, if they will. I bet they won't. I have no messages to transmit to anybody. There we go. We'll tune Melbourne and request a flight following. Woohoo! There we go. We're safe now. Not really. Anyway, who has stuck with me during these problems? We've got Paputin. Oh, hello. Sorry. Just need to speak to Melbourne Centre by the looks of things. I'm just trying to acknowledge radar contact and it won't let me. That's not helpful. Why won't it let me? There we go. Everything's just going wrong this afternoon. I don't know why. Anyway. Who have we got? We've got Pancakes, we've got Neutrino, Samuel, Dennis, Paputin, Russell, Ravenigma, Mark. Paputin says, got home right on time, so being late was good for me. Excellent, I'm glad to hear it. We've got the Retu, says, Sunday flight with Jenny, it's always fun. It is when it works. I've deliberately set the weather up so that it's a beautiful day. And I don't know anything about Tasmania at all, other than it's quite a nice looking place by the looks of things. I don't even know which direction I'm heading in. Where am I going? Northwest. It's a very busy airport, isn't it? Might have to go up a bit, as there are some hills ahead. Eventually I'll probably change to a proper plane, but I really enjoy the views from the trike. Up we go. The Retu asks, am I excited about the new Microsoft Flight Simulator? I suppose I am. Although no doubt it'll cost a fortune. Between you and me, I'm quite like the old one. I've got so much scenery. I'll be distraught if I have to spend loads of money on replacing it all. Oh, it's so nice to be back and have all of you watching. Be in this lovely place, it's great. It's actually not a bad day outside here. It's quite sunny. But the warmth of the summer has pretty much disappeared. Oh, hello. Oh, got to report a Boeing 737 in sight. Can anybody see a Boeing 737? No. I'm going to say not in sight. Let me talk. We don't normally have this much contact with air traffic control. I hope we don't see them in a moment. That would be awful, wouldn't it? This is a really nice place. I might come and live here. Right, it doesn't look like we're going to crash into a 737, so that's definitely a start. But yeah, what a beautiful view that is. Glorious. This is Orbexed because there is a Tasmania demo for free. A lot of talking going on. I don't know whether you can hear any of it. I can barely hear any of it. I don't usually encounter this much traffic. Nobody knows anything about Tasmania, I expect. Why would you? Have we got anybody from Australia in? Is it just a bad time? I'm trying to think what the time zone is and I can't remember. I got it wrong last week. I was trying to watch the ice hockey finals and completely got it totally wrong, and it turned out they'd happened about 4 hours before I expected them to, so that was disappointing. Is that somebody's back garden? Is that a farm? I don't know what that is. This is super realistic. The sun is actually setting. We'll probably have some lights coming on soon. Oh, it's great. I'm very happy. We've got a river down here. Is that Hobart over there? I was expecting a massive city, but I suppose an international airport doesn't necessarily mean that it's anywhere huge. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. So, how are you all? How is everybody? I've spent all week whinging. Whinging about politics, whinging about YouTube, whinging about work, whinging about everything. Whinging about migraines. Whinging about my neighbours. Hopefully you've had a better week than I have, anyway. Not much in the way of news. You probably already know if you follow me on Twitter that my... or if you've watched the aquarium video. Oh, shut up, pilots! Stop talking to each other! There must be loads of air traffic today. Am I going to bump into all of this? Somebody's going to kill me. A Cessna and a Qantas. Oh my god. Shut up! It's Melbourne, isn't it? It's really busy. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, if you've watched my Mega Aquarium video, you'll know that my last fish died, but it's okay because I've turned the big tank into a shrimp tank and they seem perfectly happy. I think I've lost one in the transfer, which isn't hugely surprising, but they're thoroughly enjoying it. That's about it, really. Neutrino Fire has been on a camping trip. Is it you, Neutrino, whose brother or somebody runs Worlds Apart? I was in Worlds Apart in Birmingham a few days ago. And I've been in Worlds Apart in Liverpool very recently as well. And Forbidden Planet. I'm sitting in the Captain Marvel t-shirt that I bought myself in Forbidden Planet. It's It's like Lord of the Rings, this, isn't it? We're flying over Lord of the Rings. The Retu is awaiting a package. Jealous. It's been sitting on a nearby logistics centre since Wednesday. Oh dear. What is it? Is it something important? I love parcels. I sometimes think I should work for the post office because I love parcels, but similarly, I would steal them all because I love them and I'd want to know what's in them. They just find me in the sorting office in the middle of a load of opened parcels. That's beautiful, isn't it? The relief of being able to relax a little bit. Samuel says your move of the shrimp wasn't shellfish. That doesn't quite work. I see what you did there, though. I see what you did there. That joke was fishy. Yes, it was. Correct. This is amazing. I've just got no idea where we're going, but I can't believe how realistic this looks. If I was just walking past this, I would not know that this was a game. Well, it's not a game, but you know what I mean. The Retu's package is a SIM card. Aw, I thought it was going to be big thing. Meanwhile, Raven Ingma took a flying lesson a couple of months ago. You were trying to deal with your fear of flying. Well, yeah, I imagine being in control of flying would possibly make you not fear it, or it would make you terrified. That's very brave of you to not like flying, but to decide to fly a plane. Ah, lovely. Right, I'm just going to check the map. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see that because for reasons better known to itself, it won't show you it because it's some sort of weird overlay. So let's just have a look. I just want to see where we are compared to anything, really. We're approaching some mountains. We're heading directly over the centre of the island at the moment. Okay. Hello, the stupendous M. Welcome to this Sunday stream of just going over Tasmania. If you missed them as well, please do watch Megaquarium and 2 Point Hospital. Unfortunately, I was about to say, unfortunately, YouTube is trying to pull the plug on me again, but even less fortunately, I can now see another aircraft. Do I need to report that? Report traffic in sight. Yes. You might be able to see it in front of me there. There's a Beechcraft King Air 350. That is very, very close. Whoa, it's going directly underneath me. What the hell? Ooh. Okay. I have not seen that. I even heard that. That was so close. Yikes. Don't knock my little trike out of the air. That would be awful. Anyway, that wasn't the 737. I must be on an incoming flight path for other things. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, YouTube. It does this thing where it likes to halve my view count literally overnight. And it did it back when I did the Canada chocolate videos, and it's done it again. So I haven't even got 100 views on the latest videos, which is really, really frustrating. That's YouTube for you. And I'll give a shout out to somebody else who's having the same problem. Some of you might watch or be subscribed to the Jessa channel. Jessa does like The Sims and things. We started at roughly the same time. And she's had exactly the same problem. So what she's decided to do is start a series of, I'm assuming, vlogs, in which she attempts in a year to get YouTube to, to get a profitable channel. That's what she's planning to do, which is quite exciting. Retu says, I think that vertical separation was less than 1,000 feet. Incoming flight incident investigation. Yes. I was watching, there's a documentary on ITV at the moment about people training to be fighter pilots, and one of them had a less than 1,000 feet incident in a test. She nearly failed, but she managed it. That wasn't my fault, though. That's big planes bullying little planes. How do you get to live in Tasmania? Because this is awesome. Although I want to look ahead now. I was terrified another plane might hit me. You can see some lights starting to come on. It is just getting slightly darker. Seems to be a lot of farming. I don't know, what are the red fields? Bit of farming. Bit of forestry, lots of roads, lots of cars. If we have a bit zoom in, there we go. Quite busy. I haven't seen any golf courses. It's the sort of place you'd expect to have golf courses. What was I talking about? Yeah, Jessa. Yeah, she's aiming to be an actual profitable channel, as in covering expenses, I think. I think that's what she wants to do. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, she's got, I don't know, I think she's got about twice the number of subscribers that I've got, but she's got the same problem, that the number of actual active subscribers is actually really low. So she thinks that out of about 10,000, she's got like 500 active, and I would say I'm about the same. I've got just over 5,000, and I would say I've got maybe 200, although again, that's just gone all bleh. Which is a bit disappointing. Well, it's a lot disappointing, actually. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how she gets on. Neutrino says, I'm doing a series of videos playing nearly every single Pac-Man clone. You could be here a long time. I think Pac-Man clones have existed as long as Pac-Man has. Russell asks whether this has got crash physics. No, it just dies. Sometimes you get a little image of you having crashed, but if I remember rightly, they removed them all after 9/11. Because they don't want people training to crash. I used to have Flight Simulator 2002, and I'm fairly certain that that had at least images of crashes, but I don't think it had actual physics. I think they've been taken out by them. Now you're going to get just crash, like in capital letters. If you are here, welcome. I can't actually see because I've got the game blocking my analytics. If I can have a look at my analytics on my phone while I'm doing this. Probably mess everything up. Let's see what happens. My channel. Let's have a look at my channel. 13. Lucky 13 watching. Hello to you all. I'm sorry we took a little bit of time to get going. That's YouTube for you. If you have only just turned up, we have just taken off from Hobart International Airport, which didn't turn out to be much of an international airport, but I think we can all agree that the scenery is awesome. You can see more lights starting to come on as the sun goes down. These hills looked quite big on my map. but I don't know that they are. What are we at? 3,500 feet. What have we got down here? What's that? Don't know what that is. There's some sort of quarry. There's a lot of gouges taken out of the land, as if that's some sort of quarry, maybe? Landfill? That looks like a farm with 1 million cabbages. It's all farming country with just little areas. Somebody seems to own some woods down here. Wonder what that is. That's in pretty good resolution, actually, given that normally you can't really see anything. Looks like little food factories. What's all the little squares down here? Like each field has a little square. That must be animal sheds. They grow a lot of cabbages around here. Do you think they're fruits? Do you think they're vineyards or something? Ah, yeah, that's what they'll be. Vineyards. That would make sense. I think that's an animal farm, but I think these are vineyards. Oh, look at that. It's glorious! Samuel Newton's handing around peanuts without actually asking whether anybody has a peanut allergy. So thanks for that, because my insurance doesn't cover that, I'm afraid. Hello, Mr. Weedwacky. He says yay. I'm not sure whether he's saying yay to the peanuts, yay to the vineyards, yay just generally. Yay to the beautiful sunset? I don't know. Could be anything. There we go. Get my thing out of distance. The Retu suggests that they might make wine out of cabbages. I've never seen that. They make wine out of a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever seen cabbage wine. I need some suggestions, actually. And sorry, I always say when I do these streams that I won't talk about actual YouTube, and then I always do. But because of the horrific death in 7 Days to Die... Samuel's just taken your peanuts away, by the way. Because of the horrific death in 7 Days to Die, that's the end of that series, so I've got to decide what to do next. The 7 Days to Die was not as popular as I perhaps thought it would be. I need something that's kind of accessible to everybody but isn't another building type game, because building type games do not appear to be particularly popular, which I think is a real shame, because I really like 2 Point Hospital and I really like Mega Query. What do you mean, am I losing height? No, how dare you? No, I'm not losing height. I think the land is just getting higher. We are heading into kind of mountains. What I'll do is we'll go up a bit. You go up a bit. So I've got a choice. I could do Skyrim again. I did also download like a massive mod thing for Skyrim where it's a completely new game, but I think that might be a bit obscure. But I haven't done Skyrim in a long time, and anybody who wasn't here for the original Skyrim series, we did have what I can only describe as a bit of a laugh. It was hilarious! So I'm thinking of starting that again, but with a high definition graphics module of some sort. Are we going up? We're still going up. It always looks like you're not still going up, but we are still going up. There we go. Don't do that to me again. Whew, terrifying. I am going to have to go a bit higher, I think, because these hills are quite high, but yeah, don't do that to me. Eventually we'll switch to a proper plane and then I can fly without having to worry about that kind of thing on an autopilot. But yeah, Skyrim was my big thing. I thought that might be a bit of a laugh, and if you've never seen it before, you might never want to see it again. Not least because I've managed to get a mod that changes the spiders into something less spidery and perhaps little bit more unexpected. But I'm thinking that people might miss that kind of thing, because I always said I'd do a Bethesda game and all the rest of it, and then for some reason I've just ended up not doing. I think it's because of the studio stuff. Sort of ended up not doing as much. But yeah, Skyrim feels like a good idea. I was thinking about Grand Theft Auto as well, but I don't think that I can do that without there being a lot of swearing. Probably for me, but also from the game. And as you know, this is quite a family-friendly channel. I don't do a lot of swearing, much. I like the fact that some of you are going, ooh, Skyrim. So I might do that, and then see how it goes. Welcome, we've just got some new people. Hello. Hello, B. Jordan. He says, good morning all. Oh, good morning. Are you in Australia or somewhere nearby? Oh, hello. Oh man, here we go again. Oh, hello. I've got something in sight, but it's the Piper. Yeah, I can see somebody. Yeah, got it. Right, that one's nowhere near. If you came earlier, you'd have seen. I had a little incident with another flight. It was exceptionally close. It was so close that I could hear it, but he thankfully is not. The star's starting to appear. Look, there's a star there. That's my Piper. Stars. Oh, how lovely. We're going to see the stars start to come out. Oh, this is so relaxing. Everybody's saying, oh, Skyrim, yippee. Skyrim it is then. Decision made. Not least because I had to download 10 gig of it earlier this morning. Pancake says I've never played a flight sim. I think the closest I've played is Pilot Wings on the SNES. Have they just released that on the Switch? Because Gaz contacted me the other day and told me I looked like one of the instructors, which is total lies. Mark says I could always do Lego City Undercover. It's like a family-friendly GTA. I could do the original GTA. Now that is a laugh. I haven't played that in a long time. I got into listening to the soundtrack last year because it's brilliant. The soundtrack to the original Grand Theft Auto is fantastic. Brave Enigma says Skyrim for the win. Fair enough. Getting two different views, look. We're getting the nice view with the blue sky and the daylight. And we're getting the purple sky. I think I prefer the blue one. That is just amazing. In fact, I'm going to say, I think out of all of the Orbex sceneries, this is the best one. Paputin says Skyrim and Elder Scrolls games are hot. Tostito, welcome to you. Are you named after a food? He says, what about Fallout? Well, Fallout 3 stopped running. Fallout New Vegas I got bored with. And Fallout 4 I got bored with as well, actually. Sam says, can I play GTA London? Yeah, I had a brilliant problem with GTA London. When that came out and I bought it, I nicked so many cars, there were no cars left. It seems to forget to regenerate cars. I just ended up on my own in this area of London. It was like 28 days later. There's just nothing there. But Tostito needs to confirm whether or not you are in fact named after food. I think what I miss about doing Elder Scrolls games is the kind of dialogue I have with them. There's something about Oblivion in particular where I just seem to be able to say the right thing in a conversation. Anyway. Need to check I'm flying high enough to get over these hills, which I am. That's good. Look at the sunlight coming off the hills. It's Awesome. Meanwhile, speaking of awesome, Tostito confirms I am named after food. Brilliant. Incidentally, I hope there isn't anybody in the path of the Hurricane Dorian. I know that one of my subscribers is, and the last thing he reported was that the power had gone out, which is terrifying. Meanwhile, Tostito, a little insight into his or her life here, is Tostito Jones. It says, I made a little character in middle school, and I named it Tostito Jones after tortilla chips. Oh, you're so welcome here. Of all the channels that you belong watching, this would be the one. Russell asks if I'm going to do any more City Skylines. Do you know, I'd actually completely forgotten about it. I hadn't intended to do another series or anything. I just sort of ended it, didn't I? I suppose I could start another series. The problem that I've got is nobody's watching. Nobody likes those sort of games anymore. Because I love those sort of games. I would happily do those sort of games for the whole thing. I'd do Megaquarium, 2 Point Hospital, City Skylines, Planet Coaster, whatever, something else, Jurassic Park Evolution or whatever it's called. But unfortunately, nobody likes them. Which is incredibly frustrating. I suppose we could do one of those hour with things. We did a SimCity one where I just saw how far I could get in an hour. Tostito says, I've been following you for a while. You're a patron? You're a patron? Which patron are you? I don't remember a patron called Tostito, but thank you very much indeed. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Are you in Discord? Do I owe you an orange name if you're a patron and you are in Discord? Your name goes orange. And if you're in the little games group, which hasn't quite got going yet, you get pink. But yeah, we experimented with a little games group one Sunday afternoon of playing Tabletop Simulator, like playing card games and Tabletop Simulator, and it worked brilliantly, so kind of hoping that might be able to get something a bit more regular started. It was me and Astrogali and Timo. Ravenigma says, I love all of those. I do as well. Tropico is a fun variant on the city building genre. Tropico, do you know, I think I've got Tropico 4 and 5. Never even thought about it. Has it got a kind of a plot to it? Because that's a possibility. Tostito says, I don't know how to Discord. Oh, please can somebody tell Tostito how to Discord? Although even that, slow these days. There are people in there who like posting pictures of food. We occasionally have a little chat about something. Uh-oh. I've left my thing on. Left my thing on. We don't want a thing. Hang on. I need to definitely get rid of the thing. Sorry. He's gone offline. Because we don't want that. We don't want people disturbing my scenery. Because this scenery is incredible. Look at it. Look at that. Oh. I mean, you can't say any better than that, can you? I can't give you any better than that. Stupendous M says, is Dictator Jenny incoming? I don't know, maybe. I'll tell you something that I did right back at the start of this channel, which I might do. What I did was I played through just a little video, kind of, I think it was only about 10 minutes you could upload back then, sort of 10-15 minutes of different games, like I did 4 or 5, and I got people to vote as to which one they want me to do. So I could do that. Do it with Skyrim, do it with Tropico, do it with City Skylines, new series. We could get rid of Bussy Lag, start again, because Bussy Lag, frankly, is terrible in the extreme. I'm sure there are others. My other idea was to just play through every single game in my Steam inventory once. So just do one video for every single one. I've been threatening that for years. Just going to have a quick drink. Lovely. I would like to screenshot this and hang it on my wall. It's amazing. Raven Enigma says, Tropico 5 does have a kind of loose plot if you play a standard game rather than just sandbox it. Tell you the other game I really want to live stream, because apparently it's like a multiple choice thing, is 80 Days. I thought we could all get together and you could choose where I go next. Russell asks how many games I have. I am not even joking when I say it's hundreds. You just end up with loads of stuff that you don't even remember buying. Because I think when they started the bundle things, you kind of feel obliged to cash in all of them, don't you? So install everything. Because I only got Steam for Skyrim. Slightly ironically, I didn't have Steam before that. It annoyed me, so I didn't bother with it. And then I got Skyrim, so I didn't have a choice anymore. I started seeing these bundles, and you get sort of 6 or 7 games, and you'd think, oh, okay, and you'd put all your codes in. And then you realise you only play 1 out of the 6. Oh, Neutrino's going because your dinner is ready. I'm sorry, are you in first class? Is somebody serving you dinner in business class here? What's going on? What's that about? I hope it's good dinner. You can at least share with us what it is. If you've got to go, you've got to tell us what your dinner is. What's that? Is that another farm? Is that more vineyards? But I'm sure Steam says that I've got literally hundreds of games, and yet my list doesn't look that long to me, and I don't know what half of them are. So, it is what it is. Mark says, getting through my backlog publicly is something that I've considered. On Steam alone, there's at least 4 years of content. And that's 1 game a day. Yes, exactly. Meanwhile, Neutrino is being served braised steak. Everybody bundle into business class. Yeah, if I went through all of my games, we'd be here a long, 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 long time. Something else that I meant to do last year and then unfortunately I got ill and forgot about it is Shark Week, because I need to have a load of games about sharks. But first I need a new series. I think we'll Skyrim it up and then I'll have a think about it. Because if nobody wants to watch 2 Point Hospital or Megaquarium, they're not terribly difficult to end. But I'm really enjoying 2 Point Hospital. I thought the public sector hospital was really interesting. I'm sure I've just heard something falling, or I'm just looking around me, I can't see anything. We noticed it's going quieter. We must be slowly getting away from other airports and other traffic, because nobody else is stupid enough to fly over hills, that's what it is. Russell asks if I've thought about doing another camping tour. No, I haven't. Because in Oblivion that wasn't really going to work. Morrowind just happens to be particularly good for finding things in coasts. Tostito says Skyrim was the reason I started watching you in the first place. Have you seriously been here all that time? Or did you find me later? Because that was in 2011. That's when I started, and Skyrim was supposed to make my channel blow up. Because it came out about 3 months after I started, and needless to say, it didn't. Mr. Weebwacky says, where are we now? It looks like we're on a foreign planet, doesn't it? Or somewhere else. But actually, we are in Tasmania. We're flying directly over the centre of Tasmania. We took off from Hobart International Airport, which was singularly unimpressive. And we're now flying directly across the middle of Tasmania, which has hills. Sam says, I think Skyrim was the reason I started watching you. So many people who've been here so much time, unless you started much, much later. All that time. Well, I really do appreciate it. Oh, and Tuxaroni, hello to you. Also family from Skyrim. Hello to ZX Specky. It's so nice to see so many of you here. One thing that my channel really lacks, I feel, is that community thing. We seem to have lost it, and I know that's partly because I'm not around as much as I used to be, which I in some ways regret, but in other ways don't, because I now am in a job that earns me more money, which allows me to do this. But yeah, it's an interesting conundrum of how much time do you put into things. I have to go to London and stuff all the time now, so I'm not around in the evenings as much, and I come home and I'm shattered. But it's really cool to see how many of you have been here all this time, and I think that that's a strength of this community. We might not be that vocal, or that there might not be that many of us around, but my goodness me, you hang around. So, are you in the Discord? That's the first thing. Are you in the Discord? If you aren't in the Discord, you need to be in the Discord. So I'm going to just... sorry, things are just going to pause for a moment while I get you a link. Because I might as well take the opportunity to invite you, if YouTube will let me. Jennyverse, invite people, copy... No, don't hide it. Why would I want to... Why does it do that? It hides the invite link now. That's really stupid. Right, anyway, there it is. It begins with G. So if you go in there, you will find loads of people. It's just that quite a lot of them don't talk. But do please join up and do please share it. Because I've got no problem with you inviting other people. And what I've been setting up very, very slowly are some voice channels for playing games. And we have a food channel. And we have a place where you can see all of the new videos as they come out. What else is in there? There's sport, which nobody talks about. Films. I did one for Endgame, which obviously didn't last very long, so it's like a spoilerific Endgame channel. Weed Wacky says, I'm not on Discord. The name sounds negative. To my understanding, to have a Discord is to have an argument. It's true, Discord does mean not really getting on together very well, so the name has always puzzled me a little bit. Tostito says, what about Cooking Mama? Again, it's another one where I did Cooking Academy and the first episode was really popular and everybody said they really want to see me play the rest of it, and then nobody bothered. Just had somebody called Shotgun Tothifer just joined. I don't know who that is. Is that you, Sam? Thank you for joining. Live Discord joining, yay! So yeah, the cooking one. I mean, Cook Serve Delicious, I love that. There's a new one out. Cooking Academy started off really popular and then went bleh. So what do you do? If nobody's watching, you have to move to something else. And then everybody complains that you've moved to something else. Remind me, Sam, are you a patron? I'm just trying to assign you a status, and it won't let me. That's not good. Seem to be getting a lot more traffic again, don't we? It's okay, I wasn't asking you whether you're a patron for any particular reason, other than you get your name in orange. It's still really blue over here. That's lovely, isn't it? That's so Lord of the Rings. And then over here, it's kind of more Mars. Please tell me that wasn't a lightning bolt that I just saw. I really hope that that was an actual tear in the graphics. I'd much rather it was a tear in the graphics than a lightning bolt. Yeeks. I'm really glad we came here though. This is spectacular. I seem to have a huge forest underneath me now. Imagine living there. Hobart Forest, possibly. I don't know. I don't know anything about Tasmania at all. Other than it's south of Australia. Mr. Weewacky says, I'm not a patron, but I remember giving you a game on Steam. I don't remember the title. No, I definitely won't remember. Slightly embarrassingly, somebody has given me a load of Steam keys for this enormous giveaway I've got planned, and I can't remember who it was. So it'd be like, yeah, that bloke who gave me all those keys, thank you very much. We can see the lights in the city starting to come out now. For the time being, we'll just stick on this view because it's stunning. Love it. Sun's come out in real life as well. Oh, some of you are in Discord. Yeah, I think Russell's right, Sam. I think you can change your username if you don't like it, or you can change your, you know, what appears, even if you can't change your actual username. I think we've all had a username we've regretted at some point. I'm just going to see if I can share the stream on Twitter and get a few more people in. Where's the share button? Is there no share button in the YouTube app? That's ridiculous. How are you supposed to get people in? That's really stupid, honestly. Oh, there we go. Share. Right. You can't share and chat at the same time. That's why. Join me. Beautiful. Oh, hang on. Can't spell beautiful. Beautiful sunset in progress. There we go. Lovely. Not much of it left though. I can see some very bright lights starting to come out on land. There's one down here. What's that? Just a very bright light. So it doesn't seem to be attached to anything. Oh, hello, MPJ12345. Said, I think I had a different username, but I put it on this accidentally. Oh dear, it's a minefield, isn't it? It's a minefield. Usernames. You choose something, you're stuck with it forever, and then Twitter doesn't delete old accounts, so personally I think that if you haven't been active in Twitter for ages, they should give your account name back into the pool of account names. That's why I couldn't get Jennyverse, because somebody has had it from like 2012, and I can't get it back, which is really annoying. Discord is a bit of a funny one because I don't use it all that much. I'm always logged into it. But we definitely need some more chatters in the Discord. I can see some clouds. That's no good. I don't want things blocked. I don't want my beautiful sunset blocked by clouds. That would be terrible. Is it still blue over here? Oh no, it's going purple now. I've got the full spectrum. It's a full rainbow. Oh, how lovely. Look, rainbow sky. Whee! Oh, that's making me feel ill. Yeah. Sick bags at the ready. Go away, Cloud. You're ruining my video. The main colours have gone, but I do think this is just ridiculously realistic. I'm so impressed. It's great. Flight Simulator's played a lot better since I had the new computer, which isn't surprising because I was on a sort of 6-year-old potato before, but it seems to do very well. This bit of scenery seems to be particularly nice. Downloaded Orlando recently, but it wasn't all that great, which makes me feel quite hurt. I was expecting to be able to see like the big wheel, and I mean even Disney, to be honest, you can see where the parks are, but even the Disney Castle's rubbish. I was flying along International Drive to see whether things like Volcano Bay or Icon 360 or whatever were on there, and they weren't really. Sam says, I'm going to post a food-related pic and you'll like this one, will I? Is it a tostito? Everybody to the Discord to see what this picture that I will like is. This had better be good. Right, where is it then? Where do I put it? Is it food? There's a channel called What's Cooking, but that's for actual food. If it's like a meme, then it might need to just go in general chat. Oh, Pancakes just joined Discord. Hello to you. I sound like Miranda. Hello to you. What else have we got? Oh, we've got other pictures. Might go in other pictures. We've got games and gaming. Got patrons only channel. Game session stuff, which I'm assuming I set up for myself. But we haven't had any game sessions yet. ZX Specke says, have you seen Micro Men? No, because they're too small to see. Micro Men? Just bung it in the chat, Sam. It doesn't matter. Just bung it in the chat you like channel. Oh, Mr. Weebwacky, it was you who gave me Racing Manager. Oh my god, is that the game that I think it is? Is that the one where it was like really bad? Sorry, I'm trying desperately to say that in a way that's not offensive. I think I did a video of it and I seem to think it was less than satisfactory. Your entrance on Discord rather brilliantly says, welcome Mr. Weebwacky, we hope you brought pizza. If you're not on Discord, I will tell you what picture has just been posted, and this had better be good. I have new unreads. Ha! It's a very, 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 very big piece of cheese sandwiched between two standard slices of bread with the caption, because there's no such thing as too much cheese. I agree. Paputin says, I think I gave Jenny that ice fishing game. There's an ice fishing game? Did you? What was this? Ice fishing? I don't think I've ever played an ice fishing game, and on that basis, I will need reminding what that one is. Sometimes what happens, actually I say sometimes, always what happens, somebody buys me a game, they send it to me, I accept it, promptly forget who sent it to me, and forget I ever existed. Which is terrible. We used to have something called You Pay I Play Weekend, where people actually bought me games and I had to play them, and sometimes they were terrible and I hated them, or I just hated them. They weren't terrible games, they just weren't really to my taste. We should do that again, but with things you've already bought me and I've forgotten about. Meanwhile, the sun is slipping below the horizon. Wow. Look at the colour of that sky. We can see all the stars now. I don't know whether the stars are like real stars or whether they're just fake stars. It'd be a shame if they were fake. We're just starting to see all the lights coming on. Meanwhile, Sam says, I'm making food! Is this for cattle class this time? This is for normal class. What, making vegetable gnocchi? Vegetable gnocchi? As in potato gnocchi with vegetables, or are they actually made out of vegetables? I've just had pasta. I had pasta with vegetarian sausages, which was nice. Meanwhile, Ravenigma has just sent me a gift, which, if I look at, I'm gonna have to leave this behind, although the clouds are now covering it up. B. Jordan sent American Truck Simulator with Oregon. Oh yes! And we said we'd go to Oregon, right. So I need to pick that up. I'm still wondering about this Ice Lakes game. Might do a You Pay I Play week, and then I can clear all of these. Right, so American Truck Simulator. I've played the racing one. We've got to find the Ice Lakes game. And then whatever Ravenigma's sent me. Weirdly, the Steam app won't tell me what it is. This is so exciting. Prize giving live on air. Notifications. New gifts. It is. It is. It won't tell me what it is. That's really stupid. I've got the message and not what it actually... Good grief. Right, sorry. I'm just going to have to go and have a look. He says it's a random drop from my wish list. It is Planetarium Zen Odyssey, a physics-based space simulator that is a fun and interactive way to explore, discover and play with the solar system and beyond. It is a grand open-ended astronomy sandbox experience. Blimey, thank you very much indeed. That's cool. Wow, I'm going to play with the universe. So I've got Truck Simulator, where we drive through Oregon. Drive through Origin. Don't want to do that. Can't even get it to load half the time. So, Planet Simulator thing. Ice Lakes thing, which I still can't find. Is it called Ice Lakes? I'm going to have to go looking for that. And then we got... something else. Maybe we could look up and see all the planets in the sky. Sam says, will you be playing Kerbal Space Program 2? I haven't played Kerbal Space Program 1. So no, I think I'll probably be playing Planetarium now. There's some water over there, there's like a lake shining. Oh, there's some water in front of me as well. Have the hills stopped now then? I seem to have gone up more than I intended to go. Been drifting upwards. That looks like a big cliff here, it's getting harder to see. Still blue over here though. Can see the roads now, cutting across the landscape. People who live in little valleys. Is that another vineyard? is beautiful. Terrifying, but beautiful. Now got purple skies pretty much all the way round. So night should now start falling, I think. Steam says I have that game. Which game? I must have downloaded it, and then, as I say, I've forgotten it, but I don't know what that game is. It must just be called Ice Lakes. Oh, hang on a second. Is it like a survival game? It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, it's like a survival game. Right. I know why I didn't play that. It's because I was supposed to be doing Survival Week, and that never happened either. Right, we're having you paid, I played again, definitely, because it gives me a bit of a break, doesn't it, as well, and maybe draw some more people in. Ice Lakes, American Truck Simulator, Planetarium, or whatever it's called. The one that Raven Igham's just sent me. And then maybe people will remind me they've bought me other things as well. Oh, I also have... Somebody got me... Is it called MBA? It's not MBA Street, but it's like that kind of thing where the players have big heads and whatnot. Some sort of weird cartoony NBA game. I might play that as well. Yeah, do a whole week. This is what I've done. See, I've got out of the habit of doing these things, but yeah, a whole week's videos there. Ah, night is closing in. Look. And it's going to go cold. What I'm going to do next is switch to another vehicle. And we will try to get to Australia proper. NBA Playground, that's the one. NBA Playground. Okay, I think the most spectacular bit of the sunset is over. What I'm going to do, and again, you won't be able to see this, unfortunately, is I'm going to select a different aircraft. There will be a brief moment's panic while it starts to fall out the sky. Welcome to G-Gen-V. I am in control. I've just realised actually, hang on, that's the wrong one, because I always like to have the screen and stuff. Right, let's just select a different one. I always thought that G-Gen-V had the panel, but it doesn't. Right, try that again then. Try this one. There we go, that's better. Alright, let's get the old altimeter up. And pop it on. And I need my heading to be whatever way we're going now. Okay, right. Where's my heading thing gone? So that seems to be about right. If I set it to heading as well, I can put my topo map on. There we go, lovely. Oop, hang on. That's taken me out of my way. I didn't mean to do that. Go back, go back. We were much more west than that. Sorry, hold on. Hold on. Hold on to your stomachs. It'll be fine in a moment. Ugh. Suddenly, we're all a lot warmer as well, I think you'll find. Unfortunately, we've got some cloud at this altitude, which is not good. So, maybe not quite that high. I think we'll probably be alright at 5,000 for the time being, so we'll just let it settle. I'm assuming this is Melbourne Airport that I can hear. I've also got a much better view out of the window because I haven't got that bar blocking it anymore. Right, I just need to check the map to make sure that we're going in the right direction. As if. Yep. We are, although actually if I head directly north from here we will join Australia a bit quicker. So, sorry heading, you were right. Let's just go north. Woohoo! Is that an airport down there? Or a landing strip of some sort? Is there one on the map, does it say? No. Mr. Weedwacky asks, where is the bathroom on this plane? I could only find a teapot. That's terrifying. What is down here? There's a load of power cables. Is it just a road? Oh yeah. Could have landed on the road. That would have been a bit unexpected for people, wouldn't it? Sorry, I thought it was a runway. Oh, lovely sky. Beautiful. I don't know what that is. The emergency tea dispenser. Is there one on the other side as well? Yeah. There we go. Glorious. Glorious, but not quite north, I note. I did intend to head completely north. My heading looks like it's completely north. Are you completely north? You look completely north. You're not. There we go. No. That's better. Excellent. Well, I feel like I've got something out of this. I feel like we've seen an amazing sunset. I feel like I've made some plans for the channel. I feel like I've given some people some acknowledgement they probably should have had when they sent me the games rather than about 3 years afterwards. I've learnt literally nothing about Tasmania other than the Hobart International Airport isn't very big. And it has lots and lots of power cables. I've learnt that some of you have been with me since 2011, which is staggering. And we've had an extremely close encounter with a whatever it was. Guy at Melbourne Tower sounds a bit like a robot, doesn't he? I'm assuming we are still following Melbourne Centre. Yes, we are. Could they not get any Australians? It's still not north, is it, that? Still not north. Surely I haven't overcompensated. No, I'm definitely... No. We're going at 109 knots. I don't know what that compares to what I was doing before, but I think it's probably a lot quicker. There's the lake that we nearly passed over. The sky looks amazing. Seems to be over a gigantic forest. I feel like I need to be very, very slightly higher. I feel like I'm quite close to these trees. I don't know how I'm doing for fuel. I don't think it matters. I hope it doesn't matter. Somebody asked me once, what happens if you run out of fuel? I imagine that you fall out of the sky. But thankfully, I think I have it set to infinite fuel. If I don't, we're going to find out about that. You can see the reflections. What's creepy as hell is I don't have a reflection. Welcome to Vampire Plane. Raven Enigma says, I've just messaged you with some of the other games that I've sent in the past. Thank you. I think that's fair. Railroad Tycoon Collection, Cluster Truck, One Finger Death Punch, Tavern Tycoon. Oh, we've done Tavern Tycoon, I remember that. And Parkitect. Did you send me Parkitect? I did a series on Parkitect and then it broke. And water started appearing all pink. And then roller coasters started going bleh. Because I think it was in early access. Or at the very least it wasn't finished. Parkitect was cool. It was very like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I was sad when I had to stop playing that, but it just didn't work anymore. I imagine they've probably fixed all of it by now. I also really like the workshop. Is this a big lake? Again. It is. Big lake, purple sky. And something. Fields of multicoloured something. It's probably vineyards again. I wonder how much of this place we have covered. Because we are going much, much quicker than before. My engine is going flat out. That's interesting. The autopilot has gone from saying I'm going at 000 to 360. Like it makes any difference. B. Jordan said, did I send Goat Simulator or Grass Simulator? I think you sent Grass Simulator. If you sent Goat Simulator, we definitely did do Goat Simulator because I managed to break it. I bounced too hard on a trampoline, if I remember rightly. Pancake says, Parkitect has come out of early access. Oh, that's encouraging. Again, though, it's really frustrating because it's one of those series where I'm really enjoying myself, but only about 40 people are watching it. Because it is really cool, Parkitect. I loved it. It's a building game and nobody seems to like them. The Parkitect series was hilarious as well. I already did a review on Steam on the basis of that guy going into the toilets. Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do please watch the Parkitect videos, because they're great. If I remember rightly, I think I called my park Super Happy World, and it was super happy for a while until it broke. Get some better views. Let's go up. I know I said I wasn't going to, but hopefully the clouds will not be too low. I had this funny idea that we were going to get to Australia, but I think I might have to move us a bit, because otherwise it might be all night. And some of you will be fine with that, but I won't. I'm just going to look on my map where we actually are. Miles away. Okay, right, I'm going to move me. To somewhere else here. I'm going to move me to there so that we can start going over some islands. So there will just be a moment where it reloads some data. We've kind of done the best of the hills now. There's actually a huge airport. It looks like another airport or an air base that is restricting me from flying through it, so... Everybody's going off to cook dinner. What's that about? You're forgiven. If you're having dinner, you're forgiven. As you can see, we are now approaching a coastline. There's nobody around here. There are no lights at all. Absolutely nothing. Actually, I tell a lie. Is that one there? Just one. Oh, maybe two. Oh, maybe three. Sorry. In your face there. I'll switch to your seat if I can remember how to. Is it A? Yes. Oh, isn't that nice? It's a bit flatter here. There's a few people around. I haven't investigated airports in Australia to land at. It might be a bit of a problem and might lead to the normal ending of a stream like this where I just land in a field. I've been really impressed with this scenery. It's very good indeed. Some are better than others. I wasn't very impressed by England, unfortunately. It's just not all that great. Not least because it seemed to be less detailed than what I had before. But this one's nice. Iceland's nice, but obviously quite a lot of it is just ice. South America, I've not really found anywhere that impressive. We should probably go over Rio or somewhere. I think we've done the tip of Argentina. I think we might have flown in on that. Papua New Guinea's good, although it's largely just forests. I think I have Portland as well. I think I have Portland. In fact, B. Jordan, are you from Portland? I seem to think that somebody is. Maybe we have done it. I don't remember doing an episode about it, though. Perhaps I've just done it myself. Oh, look, the coast. There's like a strip of beach there. So, the question is, I mean, we could do like the Gold Coast one day. That would potentially be quite cool. We've got some other islands here, and I don't know what they are. And then that's Australia. Oh man, we've got a way to go here. Whew. We did. I remember going to Butt. The butthole. Oh, I do remember that. That was brilliant. That one was fantastic, and I thought that episode had a great name, and then nobody watched it. You've all missed out if you've not seen the butthole. I just discovered a giant hole. Completely by accident. It was great. We've done Bora Bora and Tahiti. And I have personally flown all of those islands because I managed to find scenery for all of them. We did Coventry randomly once. Paris. We've done Paris. I was trying to land by the Eiffel Tower. Pancakes is going to have an early lunch. But you must serve that lunch to everybody on the plane. Right, I don't want anybody to panic, but we are over water. So you might want to investigate where your lifebelt is. Look at that. What do they call that? They call that something, don't they? I can't think what it is. Sand shelf bar thing. Ages to go though, haven't we? Absolutely ages to get to Australia. That's not good. Can anybody investigate what these islands actually are? I don't know Australian islands at all. But there doesn't seem to be anything on them. Like there's no light. I thought they might be interesting, but I don't think they are. So I think I might just move. I really want to come into Australia like now. So I'm going to move my little plane again. It says instantly Flinders. Flinders. Right, forget that. We're gonna come in here. I love the way that B. Jordan's comment got automatically hidden because it thinks you're being rude. Right, we're just loading auto-generated scenery and we will now be in Australia. Raven Enigma says, are you over the Bass Strait? Strait! That's it! It's called a strait! Whoop. Oh god, we're wobbling. Why are we wobbling? Stop wobbling. Yes, we're over the Bass Strait. I believe you completely. I'm now over the pointy out bit of Australia. Sam says, do I have Indonesia? No, they don't do Indonesia. No, out of that area, they only do Papua New Guinea, I think. And I've only got half of that, so brilliantly it just ends. It's literally like a line down Papua New Guinea where the scenery ends. But yeah, I might well have been over Bass Strait. I am now over this place. Again, there's no body, there's nothing, there's no lights, there's no buildings, there's literally nothing. When can I move here? Because if there's nothing here, it means there's no Jacob Rees-Mogg. Actually, I should probably check, like, piloty things, like, do I have my lights on and that kind of thing. Because I don't actually know whether I do. Oop, hello. Ah! Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. That's me. I've changed my view. Didn't mean to. I'm flying in third person, damn it. It's not red. They used to have a red one, but the red one for some reason doesn't have those natty Garmin controls. Anyway, my lights are on. That's just proved. The problem now is I've got to work out how I did that. Q? No, Q is pause. Caps lock? No. S? Ah, nearest tower? Right wing? Right wing? Oh no, speaking of Jacob Rees-Mogg, that's bad. Anyway, look, we've got a little inlet. We've got the moon. It's the moon! You don't just get the sun in this stream, you get the moon as well. Well, there we go. Beautiful. There's nothing here. Nothing exists. It's just a load of very green land that nobody lives in, which is a shame. Where can I set up my hut? So that I don't have to live in Britain anymore. I mean, there aren't even any cities or anything. I'm assuming that's a boundary of some sort of airport, or at least some sort of monitoring. Won. Won. Not won. Is that not Korean currency? Won. LTV? E? That looks like ESL. What airport code is ESL? Because I'm going to try and land there. No, I'm not. Not really. I'm going to land in a bush. Am I certified for night flying? No, but nobody can see me, so it doesn't matter. Melbourne Centre? Doesn't tell me what thing it is though, does it? Doesn't tell me what... Oh, I must have come out of their flight following. Just need to do my sky things. So is Melbourne Centre ESL? I can confirm that is me. Hey, Cessna Jen, awesome. Hello Stuart, welcome. Welcome to Australia, in fact. A bit of Australia that nobody lives in, apparently. Oh, hello Felix. Welcome to you as well. Welcome to Australia. Good day. Good day to Australia. And so we have the moon. Mr. Weedwacky is back ready to stuff his face full of tortillas. Well, I hope you share them with the rest of the plane. If you have missed the rest of the stream, I started out from Hobart International Airport in Tasmania. We did a bit of Tasmania and then I got bored. So I moved us to the Bass Strait, unknowingly. I didn't know that, somebody wouldn't have found that out. And I got bored with that as well, so now we are on mainland Australia, and I don't know what the airport ESL is, but we're near it. It may or may not be Melbourne. That looks more likely to be Melbourne. Yikes! How many blimmin' restrictions are there on that? Crumbs. So yeah, we're just coming in. There's no plan. I need to get away from the water and then we'll start thinking. The problem, of course, is landing in the dark. What I might have to do is change the time of day. Because we've had the amazing sunset. We've had an utterly spectacular sunset as we were moving out of Hobart. But unfortunately now, even the moon isn't around because it's going cloudy. So I might change things. Tostito says, has anybody ever been on a flight where passengers applaud when it lands? Yes, every stream. That's me, every stream. Raven Enigma says, can you fly near Uluru? Ooh, you'd have to give me some coordinates. I think I have it. I can't guarantee that it would look any good. I seem to think that I tried to find Uluru. There was a fault, like it didn't work properly. Apparently all of this is volcanic islands and coral atolls. How lovely. How lovely. Right, I'm going to change the time of day because I kind of feel like we're being ripped off now. There will be a moment because you won't be able to see me doing this. Time and season. Local time. Actually says it's half. It's half 5. I'm really surprised at how dark it is. Right, let's see whether this gives us a sunrise now. In a moment when it's loaded its terrain data. Hey. There we go. We can see our volcanic bits a bit clearer now. But I'm flying too high to be out of the clouds. I'm going to lower my height a little bit. My concern is I might live to regret that, but hey, worse things have happened. Hang on to your stomachs. It's very volcanic. Oh, Raven Enigma has got coordinates. Ooh, right. In that case, that is what we're gonna do. As you can see, there's loads of islands. Absolutely stacks of islands, but I think we should attempt Uluru. So that means me needing to go to my map. Now, this doesn't do coordinates that brilliantly, so it might be that this goes really, really wrong. 25.3444 by 131.0369. I'm terrified right now, but let's see what happens. Might just end up in a ditch. I'll tell you the other place I tried. You know that airport in New Zealand, like that airstrip in New Zealand, it's like kind of on the side of a mountain. I put that in and it got it all wrong. And it went, yeah, it just went really badly wrong, and it was like 50 feet in the air, which was weird. Whoa, it's gone dark. Hang on, this isn't right. Why is it dark? No. It can't be dark. Is that There's not car headlights in the distance, is it? It's something in the distance. There's something in the distance. Okay, right. I need to get my light back. Because it's calculated the flight time and added it on. And now we can't see. And that's really bad. For you, anyway. It's really bad for you. Here we are. Here we are. Right, let's have a look. It feels like we're in the right sort of area. Oh! There it is! Unfortunately, it's crap. I'm going to switch back to the trike. I do like the way you can do this. It's great, isn't it? It's great. Where's my trike? Trike! Woohoo! Here we go. I am back in control. And way too high up. I need to lose some height fast. But yeah, I don't think I've done Uluru. I think it will just be a really dreadful blob. Sorry. But at the moment, I'm just too high and I need to fall out of the sky as quickly as I can. There it is. It's a blob with a load of brown stuff around it. Oh dear. Well, that was deeply unimpressive. I'm really sorry. I have definitely had Uluru proper because it's got a landing strip on it. And I remember seeing a landing strip and like a little, it might have even been a little cafe or something. So I need to go off and find that because that's like literally the rock, but it looks like it's got a moat round it. Yeah, that's not what you wanted. Right, meanwhile, I need to pull up here because otherwise we're going to get into some trouble. Oh, hang on a minute, what's that over there? That's not it, is it? Is that a different one? Mr. Weedwacky says, it looks like a gigantic, humongous cowpat. Yes, it does. I wonder whether, because I've got a mesh on Australia, I wonder whether it's just messed up the land around it so it doesn't fit in properly. I have absolutely definitely had Uluru before because I remember there being roads to it and all sorts. So yeah, there it is, I think. There's another one over here. I don't know what that is. What's that? That's just big lumperoo. Better get my fans on, guys, because otherwise we're about to die. Hey. Up, 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 up. That's dubious-roo. No, don't come down again. Let's go up. Up, 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 up. And stay up. It has actually got a road. Yeah, I think something's gone really wrong here. I think that the mesh and the scenery are not liking each other very much. Speaking of things not liking each other very much, the wind doesn't like me. I want to go up, please, otherwise we'll crash into the gigantic cowpat. Actually, we could try and land on the gigantic cowpat. Oh man, I think I've just given myself an idea. Thing is, what's that over there? I want to know what that is. No, I'm going to inadvertently land on it at this rate at 62 miles an hour. I bet you've never heard Uluru being called crap before. But I think we have every reason to call it crap. Beautifully detailed. The relief is amazing. But crap. But what is that over there? Is there a mountain near Uluru? Like a hill thing? I mean, this is so flat, right? We could do a little bit of, like, trying to land and dodge the trees here. That would be incredible. If I look back on it, does it still look really crappy? Of course it does. That's really frustrating. I'm going to have to try and find it again. That and the New Zealand airstrip that I can't remember the name of. Mark is calling it Poolaroo. Poolaroo or Ayers Plop. Oh dear. It's just appealing to base instincts with some of you, isn't it? There's a guy who does amazing airbrushed pictures, or used to do amazing airbrushed pictures of Ayers Rock, because I remember in my art A level studying that, but I can't remember for the life of me what it's called. That can't be it. It can't be completely flat with a great big road going through it and then like one lump. Except it can, because there's two lumps. One lump or two. Anyway, me coming up to this rock is going to be me ending it as well, so I want to thank you all for joining me. It's amazing to find out how many of you have been here for as long as you have. It makes me want to carry on, because sometimes I don't feel like carrying on. When you get 56 views on a video, you just think, nah. But it makes me want to carry on because it's very enjoyable. If you haven't joined the Discord, please do. I never used to use it, and then somebody said, why haven't you got a Discord channel? I was like, I don't know. If you're on Twitter, it makes a world of difference if you retweet things and promote them and share things and whatnot. Because YouTube ain't gonna do it for me. And it's really nice to have you all here and chatting. We've done loads of chatting this afternoon. Absolutely loads of chatting. Sometimes we don't do any chatting, so that's really cool as well. I will have a think about what the third series should be, but I think that quite a lot of you are thinking that Skyrim is the way going back is the way forward. So going back to my channel's first big thing might be the start of a new era. The first era of Jennyverse. And we must do this more often because it's hilarious. And I must get some more games going if anybody's interested in that. Might even stream those as well, actually. Although it's quite difficult to live stream games. It'd have to be on a huge delay. So that you didn't tell everybody else what my cards were. Might even be able to like play some non-card games. Like I've just bought Plague Inc., the actual board game of Plague Inc., and me and a friend were playing it and we really enjoyed it, so we might be able to do that. And yeah, we might have the odd hour with, and I'll try and do you pay I play. It'll be you paid I played because you paid in the past. Thank you, Raven Immer says, I always look forward to new videos and the live streams on weekends. I do, I just wish I had a bit more time and energy to do it. Russell asks if I can stream more Banished. I remember Banished, my Banished live stream, like, about 3 years ago, being the most popular thing I'd ever done. I had 250 views. I think we had 60 people in for that one at one point, which was incredible. That's absolutely what I want. But yeah, some more Locust. I mean, it's fun for me. I don't know about anybody else. I love it. I love playing that game. It makes me laugh a lot. But really, I mean, I might be on a hiding to nothing trying to find things that get views, because nothing gets views anymore, so I might just have to do what I want. This is getting more and more and more detailed the closer I get to it, and I don't know what it is. Please, can somebody go and look up what that is? Because at the moment, the way that I'm losing altitude, I'm kind of set to crash into it, or at least land somewhere near it. And it would be nice to know the name of the thing that causes my crash. Oh, everybody wants Banished now. We'll do another Banished stream at some point. It's always interesting to see how far you can get in like an hour and a half or something. Mark's got some Jackbox keys. Is that quiz thing? If you can't use them, I mean, you've already heard, Mark, what the risk is with giving me anything, in that I'll just forget about it, but yeah. We could have a quiz night, definitely. Again, that's another thing I meant to do. Meant to have like a regular quiz night. That was like 5 years ago. I can't believe I'm even saying that. Genuinely, 5 years ago I was going to put together like a show with music and quizzes and all sorts, and that didn't happen. It's just life, you know. Life gets in the way. If I lost my job tomorrow, you'd get all of this, because I'd have the energy to do it, although I'd be frantically trying to find another job. And more food videos, absolutely, they're definitely in the pipeline. I've got one for patrons, and then I've got a live stream that I want to do, but I don't want to ruin it for you all. I'll give you a bit of notice on that one. And I've got, what's the other thing? The Patreon one. Oh, I've got some hot things. Right, this is a supremely detailed something. We've left the brown thing behind now. And we're coming up to the supremely detailed something. Do you think those trees are far enough apart for me to land and drive over there? Which direction am I flying? I am flying almost west, just slightly north of west. The Retu says it could be Mount Connor. If I'd timed this right, we could have seen the sun come up over Mount Connor. It's super detailed, Mount Connor, whatever it is. So I'm flying from the big brown thing west. Westerly, northwest and west, yes. West with a touch of north. It might be Kata Tajuta. Oh no, Kata Tajuta. Kata Tajuta. Whatever that is. It's not Mount Connor. It's not Mount Connor. Mount Connor has been eliminated from this search. I completely agree that Kata Tajuta sounds more likely. Not a clue. But I'm thinking that Kata Tajuta might be an awesome ramp for a skateboard style stunt. It's just a thought. I allegedly have a function that lets me get out of the plane and walk around as well, but I don't know how to get it to work. Just a hair north of due west from Uluru. That's the one. It's Kata Tajuta. Do we know what Kata Tajuta means? Does it mean random lump in an otherwise very flat area? Is it called Kata because it looks like it's got leopard skin? That's a cool thing to find, because there's literally nothing else around here. Is it a sacred site of some sort? Is there a snack bar? That's weird. It's actually getting more detailed the closer I go. Oh, sugar. Sorry. Hang on. I was trying to click on a message that YouTube had said. Uh-oh. Oh no. What have I done? Oh no! Oh, phew. I was trying to make... For some reason it got rid of Russell's message that says Kata Tajuta is a Pitjantjara word meaning many heads. I can understand that. It's got many heads. It's a cat with many heads. I'm not saying kata means cat. Kata presumably just means many. This is really cool. I'm so glad that we found this. We always find something cool. Sometimes we find a big hole. Sometimes we find this. How weird. I'm just going to go up a bit because I want to look back down on it. And unfortunately, the wind is such that my thingy is not maintaining altitude. Oh, we're going back up now. Are we going back up? No. Oh! Oh, come on, I want to see! Don't do that. You're ruining it. There it is. Those rocks are so real that it feels like you could reach out and touch them. And just as I say that, the real bit goes. There we go. The highest point of these is called Mount Olga. Thank you, Ravenigman. That's very useful. Can I land in the middle of it? That's the question. Probably going a bit quick for the time being. But seriously though, I reckon there's a stunt to be had. Is it a sacred site? Because if it is, I won't do a stunt on it. But I sort of feel like it's like many skateboard ramps. Check it out. I will bring my zoom back as far as I possibly can so you can see as much of it as possible. And see that we're falling out of the sky at the same time. So Mount Olga then is that bit in the distance, I'm assuming, right at the end. There's a red bit as well, look, it's red. If you see, have a look at Chris Hadfield, the astronaut's photography book, because he does lots of pictures from the International Space Station of things you don't really expect. And Australia is not brown. It's pinks and reds and purples, and you can just kind of see that to the right here. And it's staggering. You would never believe that the Earth would look like that. It is sacred, right? In that case, I will not be doing any trike stunts off Kata Tajuta because that would make me feel really bad. But we can see all the different colours. And they're really bright as well. This is a bit sort of weak, but it doesn't look real. It doesn't look like it should exist on Earth. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm not sure I want more views by doing stunts off sacred sites. I don't think that's the kind of publicity that I'm after. Look at this, it's incredible. What a find. There's Mount Olga, I'm assuming. It's the way the sun casts all the proper shadows and oh, it's just amazing. Is that a river or a road? There's something running straight through it. Is it a river? Can't see far enough in the distance to know. But that is spectacular. Someone put a railway over it. Look at that. I've never seen scenery like that. That's incredible. Wow. I wonder whether people really do fly over in trikes and things. Absolutely amazing! Love it. Love it! Still think it would be awesome for stunts, but I can't say that or do that, so we won't be doing that. There seems to be a road there. I suppose you've got to be able to get to it, so... So the question is, have I passed over the sacredness? Because I really need to land now. How are we doing for altitude? We're just coming in very slowly, that's good. Bye, Mount Olga. It was lovely seeing you. I may well see you again if I can find some decent scenery for Uluru, because we can come back. We'll find the nearest airfield, which will actually, the nearest airfield is at Uluru, so if I can get all that working, we will find a different airfield and we'll fly to Uluru and we'll see that site again. Incidentally, if you've got any suggestions, I have got limited scenery, but there's always a possibility of me finding stuff. If you know anywhere that's particularly spectacular, do please let me know and I'll see if I can find it. You can see how much more detailed this is than it first appears. It all sort of blurs into nothing far off, but... Right, the question is, how many trees are there that might kill me? Let's find out, shall we? I am reducing my revs. This is reducing my feet, which is in turn increasing my risk. There are many more trees than it first appeared. Okay, what you need to do, please, is tuck your heads to your knees, in brace position, say goodbye to your friends and family, pray to whatever thing you might pray to, and hope like hell that I don't hit any of these trees. Thank you to everybody who fed us on this journey. And if you didn't, then you're not coming back. That land may be closer than it appears, I think. I'm refusing to believe this is 2,000 feet. Now I should just be able to glide this in, theoretically, because it's a glider. But I can't really see where the land is. That's not helpful. This looks like I'm really close to it, though. It must be... the altitude must be quite high up. Are you ready? I appear to have a tree-free landing, but there's a bit of a hill here. That ain't good. Incidentally, if you are Australian and it turns out this is sacred, I'm really sorry. I look like I'm landing on the top of a pizza. This is good. Russell, stop putting trees in the chat. Good grief. Okay, right, I am fully back here. I'm fully back on the throttle. It's good. It's good. I am applying the brakes. I've done it. We have landed. Look. We've landed on Mars. Wonderful. Oh, I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. There's the sun. It's finally risen. Absolutely glorious. That was well worth it. What a trip. What a trip. Well, thank you all for joining me. And if you managed to stay for the whole thing, give yourself a medal. Lovely. Right, well, hopefully we can do this more often. I can't remember how to kill my engines, incidentally. I'd really like to turn them off. I have an ignition switch. There we go. Ah, there we go. It's peaceful now. I can't hear anything. I can't see anything. That's because there is nothing. And that's terrifying because now I've got to get out of here. That was an excellent landing, if I do say so myself. On top of a pizza. Thank you for applauding me. Thank you very much. Everybody's applauding me in the chat. It's very kind of you. And you didn't die. No, you didn't, but you might now die of heat exhaustion because we don't know where we're going. We've got no water, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, hopefully, if we survive the Australian outback, I will see you for the next video, the next stream, whatever it happens to be. Please go and watch the ones that are already out because nobody's really watching them. And join me for the next adventure into wherever. If you have any suggestions for adventures into wherever, please contact me in Discord or on Twitter. I don't do Facebook. Facebook is scum, so I'm not on Facebook. But you can contact me in various other ways. I will leave it here. I will say thank you very much indeed for joining me. and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Au revoir.